I turned 33 a couple of weeks ago, and if you ask my younger self what I wanted to be when I grew up, plumber was never on that list. I never thought about pipes, I never cared about pipes, and I never would have imagined the impact that they would have had on me and my life. You know, I was just fed up. I felt like nothing was going right and that I was at a standstill in my life. So I looked towards my father and his father before him to realize that plumbing has been the path of my elders. Maybe there's something actually to this. I think it's common for a lot of people to feel lost. They had a dream, they chased it just to find out that it wasn't going to happen, and trust me, I'd be ripping free kicks into the back of a net if it was up to me, but I learned the hard way that that's not up to me. That was one of the biggest lessons in my life. You're not going to get everything you dream of. It doesn't matter how hard you chase, it doesn't matter how hard you push, it doesn't matter how much time you spend. Sometimes there are going to be things that are just not going to work out. But if you want to be a contender, you have to chase that much. You have to push that hard. You have to spend that time. So when people ask me, Ken, would you do it all again? Put those hours back into soccer? I turn to them and I say, hell yeah, fam. In those hours, I built my body. I built my stamina. I built my patience. I taught myself how to compete on that pitch. And no, it didn't work out. And yes, I've been heartbroken about it. But then came other dreams. And I found myself yet again on another pitch. And although the goalposts looked different, I thought to myself, you know, I've been here before. I've laced up these cleats and I damn well know how to chase a ball. So the dreamer inside me pulls me in real close and whispers in my ear, is this what you want? Okay then, grab that ball. Let's play. That's what I find amazing about your stories. Like myself, a lot of you turned towards plumbing because you were unhappy with the situation you were in. Some of you got out of a bad relationship, some of you were working dead-end jobs, some of you just needed a change, and you turned to the trade to liberate you from that descent. And the subtext of this conversation is even more inspiring because think about it, everybody knows plumbing's a hard job. It's not for the faint-hearted. You require mental and physical fortitude because you're going to be sweating every day. So what you're basically saying is, look, I don't need it to be easy. I just need it to be better. And expecting difficulty and rising to the occasion, that, my friends, is called character. And like loyalty, you can't buy that. Character is something you have to build over time. So for what it's worth, I'm proud of you. And you should be proud of yourself. I know it wasn't easy to get here. I know you felt broken, but remember, a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. It's our jobs to learn to weather the storm, so that one day when your loved ones come up to you and say, look, I've never seen rain this hard, I've never seen wind this strong, I've never seen waves this high, you can embrace them and say, listen, I'll tell you how I got out of my storm, so that one day you can tell me how you got out of yours. And that, my friends, is the basis of what we call family. And that's also the basis of what we call experience. And experience separates the pros from the amateurs. I met a tradesman early in my apprenticeship, and I think I was expressing to him how difficult I was finding it, and he said something really interesting to me. He said life's very similar to a video game, because as a character, you're always leveling up. Every single year, you're getting a little bit better and a little bit stronger, but at the same time, the bosses you are fighting are leveling up as well. So you always feel like you're taking a beating. And I find that to be extremely accurate, because as we get better in our lives, we start to take on harder and harder objectives. So it always feels like we're pushing a boulder uphill. So if you don't turn back to see how far you've come, you're doing yourself a great disservice. Because look, it took a hell of a lot of guts, time, and effort to get to this point. So look in the mirror. That's the person that took you on this journey. That's the person that fought all the villains. And that's the person training for the next fight. Then look at your loved ones. They held your hand during the journey. They cheered you on during the villains. And they spotted you during the training. Gratitude. Recognize your blessings, for there are others that don't have them. And remember, it took everyone that loved you and everyone that hated you to build the person you are today. That thick skin you carry did not come from a good time. So again, gratitude. People used to ask me what I wanted for my birthday. As a younger man, I used to answer the word happiness, but the answer's changed actually over the years, because all I really want for my birthday now is just courage. I wish for the courage to continue chasing my dreams, even though life is getting more difficult and busier. I wish for the courage to do right by the people that I love and feel responsible for. I wish for the courage to keep trying when attempting to solve the hardest problems of my life, and to be open to new solutions that I may have overlooked. I just want to continue being on the pitch, because when I'm on the pitch, I feel alive. The blood is flowing, the mind is going, and even when it's hard, there's always a hint of fun. And one thing I've noticed is when fun dissipates, life loses its flavor. I love thinking to myself, what if my dreams actually come true? What if I actually get 1 million subscribers? What if I actually make a viral hit song? What if I actually get to perform for thousands on a stage? What if I actually get to have a family with some kids? How amazing would that be?
Big spiders. Other way. Other way. Thank you.
So as I lace up these cleats, here are a few rules that I live by. Number 1, learn to praise and learn to correct. You need a balance of both to be great. Number 2, get good at taking it on the chin. Sometimes you're gonna screw up, makes for some terrible moments but hilarious stories. Number 3, tape and dope those threads, but dope and tape them a couple of times to see if you like the result. Number 4, take it easy on the tiramisu, if you know what I'm saying. And number 5, it's never, and I repeat, never a good idea to buy a tub of Nutella, especially if you're home alone. So peeps, thank you for being with me on this journey called life on my 33rd year. You are literally helping me in this path and adventure, and I hope I'm reciprocating either in knowledge or at least entertainment. Let's grab some gloves, hand sanitizer, and a mask, and let's go do some delicious plumbing.